First up, and new tonight at 10, a desperate situation for thousands of families in El Paso County dependent on food stamps to put food on the table every day. They're waiting weeks to get these SNAP benefits, which to get recertified, that is required. Now, it's a huge backlog. News 5's Maggie Bryan spoke with DHS today to find out why it's happening, what needs to be done for these families. She joins us in studio. Maggie?
Yeah, Rob, the county DHS says some staff are working 20 hours of overtime each week to process applications, but that's still not enough to get back up to speed.
That this is some people's only way to get food.
Krista Daniel says she relies on food stamps to feed her and her 12-year-old son.
I think we made the transition probably into food stamps around when he was about 4.
She sent in her reapplication for the benefits, which is required by recipients every 6 months. This time, the food stamps have yet to come through.
It should have hit on April 3rd, but it's now May 8th, and I still haven't gotten them yet.
The El Paso County Department of Human Services says this is because of a backlog in their caseload.
We've got over 2,000 applications that are pending, that are waiting to be processed.
DHS says it is dealing with an increase in overall applications since the beginning of the year, and not enough staff to process them.
We have some staff that are exceeding more than 20 hours a week in overtime. We have people just constantly, one after another, just processing.
DHS says before COVID, it was taking about 30 days to process SNAP recertification applications. Now that time is almost double, about 60 days to process that same application. That means some people are going without food stamps for about a month.
I would say for them to reach out to us immediately if they're waiting that long for their benefits.
Daniel says after calling multiple times herself, she got few answers.
Just the same thing. It's delayed and there's short staff.
She says she worries for people who are in more dire situations without their food stamps.
You know, so many people are on food stamps. It affects so many different people. They might not have the same, solutions or safety nets that I do.
DHS says they are hiring, but it takes about 6 months to train someone to handle a full caseload. If you are waiting for SNAP benefit recertification, double check that you have turned in all of those necessary documents. The department says having all of that information in allows them to waive a phone interview and they can get to your application faster. Rob.
Maggie.